Good morning, Shubhodayam, Guten Morgen, Boju. You can chant a little louder. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, may all be happy. We should wish that all be happy from the bottom of our heart. There are two wars happening in the world, okay? We need to integrate the humanity into one family. Only India can do that. We alone have that knowledge. And most of the times we are blissfully ignorant about the consequences of such wars. We think the war is happening somewhere at the distant corner of the globe. It will not have any consequences for me. It's not like that. Today the whole universe is connected. There is a very delicate logistic network, supply chain, that gets disturbed, the whole world gets affected. You know, one of the reasons for this Bangla uprising was unemployment and another is price raise. Price raise because of the Ukraine and Russia war. We are importing Russian oil, but they are not able to do that. They had to purchase oil at a higher price from the international market. That actually fueled the cost of items back at home, and because of the high price rise, inflation, coupled with this unemployment, that created unrest among the youth, and the government was toppled. Okay? Somewhere the war that is happening in Ukraine and between Ukraine and Russia is responsible for toppling of the government here in Bangladesh. So this is how the world is connected. So when you say that Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, may all be happy, may that longing for peace be there in everybody. Only when my neighbor is happy, I can be happy. So if my neighbor is at war, okay, he is in distress, and there is no way you can be happy here. We are all connected to each other. That's why these universal prayers we call as Sarvajanina Prarthana, Visvajanina Prarthana. So may all be happy, may all be peaceful. So this kind of longing has to be there, and that wish should be there. And Vivekananda said expansion is life, contraction is death. You have to expand your consciousness. Okay, every day by saying such prayers, you will be helping millions and millions of people to attain peace. If your wish is genuine, if your prayer is sincere, it will reach God. And it's God who will help the universe, to live in peace and harmony. Okay, you have that power in you, but we underestimate our capacity and potential. If your prayer is sincere, if it is unselfish prayer, it will reach God, the Almighty. And then He will help, the humanity to live in peace and harmony. So whenever we say prayer, open your heart completely and also throat. I see our spoken English students, they chant, with great voice. But you people actually very low voice, you are doing it. No, you have to open up your mouth. Okay? Right, now please see page number 105. For today's quote, my topic for today is the East and the West. India has to learn from Europe the conquest of external nature, and Europe has to learn from India the conquest of internal nature. Then there will be neither Hindus nor Europeans. There will be the ideal humanity which has conquered both the natures, the external and the internal. We have developed one phase of humanity and they another. It is the union of the two that is wanted. Swamiji would say, Vivekananda, there were two great civilizations in the past, the distant past. One is the Greek civilization, another is this Indian civilization. The modern world, modern Europe and America, they are all remnants of that old Greek civilization. What did they do? What did they do? They explored the external world. Because they thought actually the world of five senses, the things that we see with our eyes, the things that we listen with our ears, and that which we smell and taste, which is called Panchendriya Prapancha, the world of five senses. They thought it's absolutely real, and how to make best use of this world of five senses. How to actually make my life more comfortable by using the resources that are available in the physical universe. That was the goal, and so they had explored the external universe. So the modern science and technology, largely we can attribute to them. And not that actually we never had technology and science, but we do have, but in the modern India, post-industrial revolution we talk about, it was the West actually which investigated into the truths of the external world. But what we have been doing in here in India for millennia, for centuries, we are actually exploring the subjective dimension of the human personality. This is the objective world which we have explored. That's what modern science and technology is all about. So the kind of comforts and conveniences that we have, that we enjoy as a generation, no other generation had enjoyed before. Because so much of science and technology, we have invented, we have created new things, and life has become comfortable for various reasons, right? So many machines we have to serve us. But now we understand that that is not sufficient. We need to have something else also. Some other science also we require. What is that science? Subject to science. Science of mind and science of managing our emotions. So there is an inner world for every human being. Human being is not just the physical body. We have the inner world. We have mind. We have thoughts. We have feelings. We have emotions. There is another world itself in it. And dealing with that is not easy. Today, having this much of comfort, these many gadgets are there, appliances are there, this much of technology is available. Still, can we say that we are the actually most peaceful and happiest generation that has ever lived upon the planet Earth? No. So much of stress, so much of anxiety. Okay, we are suffering more rather than the generations which lived before us. They never had this kind of technology. So we could have been living actually happily, but somehow it has not happened because we have ignored the subjective dimension of human personality. And India has developed a subjective dimension of human personality which is called spirituality. So this is also a science actually, exploration into one's own self. How to conquer thoughts, how to actually manage my emotions. Can you generate only positive emotion in all situations? You know, all the time you are loving and kind and compassionate, no hatred, no envy, no jealousy, no anger, then you are a hero. If you can generate only positive thought, whatever the situation you may be in, you are a hero. Today we worship Rama in our culture because he became a hero for us. Why did he become a hero? Because though there was series of tragedies in his life, he never in any of the situation actually showed negative emotion or actually generated negative thought. I would give the example of Kaikeyi. When Kaikeyi conspired against Rama, the only person from whom she got some love was Rama. Everybody else, including her own son Bharata, hated her. The only person, in fact, Rama was victim of the conspiracy, but he only had given her love. So even that situation, practically he gave his love to his enemy. He could even love his enemy. Okay, that was the heroism that he had displayed. That's why he has become worthy of our worship today, and we worship. Rama is the hero of this culture and this nation and this civilization. So that kind of strength we admire. That is the great strength actually. Whatever may be the circumstance, whatever may be the situation in life, can you generate only positive thought and positive emotion? That is a challenge. Our spirituality is all about that. How you will be able to do that? How you will be able to attain to that state? Because we cannot control the external situation. It is not in our control. There will be n number of situations. Now, if he or she behaves this way, I will generate positive thought. I will keep myself in a positive frame of mind. It doesn't happen. People behave the way they want according to their samskara, their understanding. They behave. So, external world you cannot control, but you can take complete control of your subjective world, thought and emotion. How you will be able to? That's actually the spirituality of India. That's why we say that, in our culture, one of the techniques that our rishis have given us, superimpose God on everything you see. That means when you know and when you understand, it's God interacting with God. Every form that you see actually is God's manifestation only. He or she is just helpless instrument in this great drama of life. When you have this understanding, you will only have positive thought and positive emotion. You will never get irritated. You will never become angry. Okay? When you attain that kind of control over mind, you will have highest degree of concentration. When you have that highest degree of concentration, it is easy to acquire skills. Once you have skills, you will have wealth. You will be able to lead a better life. So this subjective world is a huge world, and we have developed the subjective side of human life. And Swamiji said, let there be an exchange between the East and the West. We will give these technologies, technology of spirituality, technology of the subjective science to them, to the people of the West, and we actually borrow or import the technologies of the material world from them. Let there be an exchange and let there be an ideal human civilization. East has done something and West has contributed something towards the progress of humankind. Let there be an exchange, let there be an ideal civilization. That is the hope and that is the wish. But unfortunately today we are just imitating the West. We don't know the value of the technologies that our forefathers have bequeathed to us. We don't know the value of our legacy. We don't cherish it as much as we ought to have cherished. Right? So the West is actually desperately looking for these technologies. Because that's why we say in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, unless and until you tell this to the rest of the world and integrate the world into one family, we are just sitting on the threshold of the Third World War. The way things are unfolding day by day, we can be sure that actually, okay, many people are saying this is not my guess, I don't wish that actually. Anyway, I am not also a merchant of gloom, but subjective sciences, spiritual science is so important. Just pure materialism, it doesn't help humanity actually solve all the problems of humanity. We need something more. That something more actually we have, and we need to universalize it. We need to give it to all the world. We need to give it to the rest of the civilization and make every human being a highly evolved and civilized human being. So that is the responsibility of India. But unfortunately, we ourselves do not know the technologies that our forefathers have bequeathed to us. That's the sorry state of affairs. That's why Swamiji would say again and again, hold on to your spirituality, hold on to your spirituality. Because spirituality is the bedrock on which the national edifice has been built. Okay, Indian civilization, the edifice actually has been built on spirituality as a foundation. Hold on to this foundation, keep this foundation strong, and you will conquer the world. You will become Vishwaguru. But once actually this foundation is undermined, that once this becomes weak, spiritual foundation of India, the world becomes weak. There is no salvation for the world. There is no hope for the world. That is actually, that's how it is important. So we are not taught these things as part of a subject curriculum in our schools and colleges because the country is secular. Okay, these spiritual values we have neglected, and unfortunately we don't even know the injustice that has been done to us. So they don't even raise our voice. And we are blissfully ignorant about the loss that has happened to us as generation. So it's very important, that's what Swamiji is saying, let there be an integration between the East and the West. The best in the East actually, West has to adopt. The best in the West, the East will adopt. Then there will be an ideal human civilization. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.